webcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hello, and welcome to our Move IBM I backups from manual to virtual tape, modernizing backup operations for IBM Power Systems, IBM I, AIX, and Linux. My name is Axsigner, Vice President of Solutions here at Electronic Storage Corporation. We are located in Tulsa, Oklahoma. We have been in business for over 30 years. We are a software developer, so here at our Tulsa office, we have our own programming staff and also our own technical support and customer service staff. So we are an IBM registered business partner and a Microsoft certified partner. So today's webcast, we're going to be talking and giving an overview on how and why you would move your IBM I backups from manual tape processing to a virtual tape. So we're going to talk about the top drawbacks of using physical tape for backups, automating current manual processes to improve efficiencies, making sure backups are consistent, complete, reliable, and we're going to talk about the importance of incorporating data deduplication and replication of your backups and improve recovery speed and accuracy in case of cyberattack or disaster. So we're going to talk about how tapes slow down operations. Tapes are always at risk: human error, mislabeling, broken tapes, lost tapes, stolen tapes. Requires managing, storing, and transporting. So we're talking time and money and dealing with physical tapes. Requires someone to be on site. Slow recovery speed, slowing access to data. So automating current manual backup operations, replacing manual tape with virtual tape to use the same backup commands such as save sys, save objects. So all the go save commands, including option 21, are available to use with virtual tape as they are with physical tape. So we're going to improve efficiencies by reducing the frequency of having to manually manage tapes, store, transport tapes offsite for disaster recovery, recovering tapes for restores. And then also we're going to talk about virtual tape with BRMS, Robot Save for fully automated backup. So if you're currently using either of those backup solutions, those are easily incorporated into a virtual tape, just like physical tape. So we want to ensure backups are always consistent, complete, immutable. Virtual tape includes a protect feature that ensures your backups are immutable, cannot be changed, deleted, initialized, and that is a completely automated process on any of your virtual or all of your virtual tapes. Automated email notifications are sent for completion of replication and retention jobs, so you know your backups are consistent, they're being replicated without issues, and your saves are being completed also without issues. So virtual tape also allows you to have multiple copies of your backups in different locations. So with backing up to virtual tape, creating a second copy, even if it's just to tape, gives you actually more protection because you have two copies of your backups. We do have customers that replicate to a DR site all their backups, so they have two copies, production and disaster recovery, and even replicating to cloud storage as a third copy, or tape as a third copy. And certainly tape can be for long-term storage if you'd like, but cloud could easily be used as that as well for storing and replicating backups. So we appear as tape media to the IBM I or other host. We connect via fiber channel or SAS to the IBM I. Per physical fiber channel port on LaserVault, up to 64 virtual devices per fiber channel port. So this allows you to create multiple tape devices, multiple tape libraries that give you the ability to use multiple drives across multiple partitions, use multiple drives for parallel saves. Also, we have in LaserVault a multi-thread feature where we're writing the data to multiple files for faster backup speed. And you have all your tapes available, virtually unlimited tape library. If you have a tape library, currently physical tape library, you have a limitation on the number of tapes that are available to save and restore. This is an unlimited solution where you have as many as 16,000 slots in the virtual tape library for your tapes. The auto set feature for archiving and purging provides a great way to manage your backups. Say if you're not using BRMS or Robot Save, then you would have the ability to set that up. So Vital versus LTO tape backup speeds, you can see the difference even between LTO 9 on the far right there at 400 megasecond up to 850 megasecond for backup speed using virtual tape and using disk instead of tape. So you're going to put your saves are going to be quite a bit faster, and your restores are also a lot faster compared to tape. Deduplication. So this is a way to save big time on storage. We work with several deduplication backup appliances: Rubrik, Cohesity, NetApp, Exagrid, and we're just a gateway in that case where we connect to the storage for your backups. So there's no storage required on the LaserVault Vital server. It just has the fiber channel hosting of the fiber channel cards to connect to the IBM I or SAS, and then some sort of network connection or fiber channel connection to the storage where LaserVault can write directly to that storage. So if you're already using a backup appliance, you want to leverage that solution with your IBM I backups, just use LaserVault as a gateway to that storage. We also have our own data deduplication called bdup. And so this would provide you 10-to-1 savings in disk space and even higher on certain backups. So deduplication provides a way to really maximize your storage and have to invest less money in storage because you're saving a lot of storage with data deduplication. And then on top of that, you're also replicating less data to a DR site or cloud storage when using data deduplication to compress your backups. So another layer of protection, cloud storage. LaserVault has the ability with built-in automated replication, you're going to be able to replicate those backups directly to cloud storage and replicate those backups. And you can even do both, where if you'd like to replicate to a DR site but also replicate to cloud storage, you could do both and have 3 copies of your backups. Okay, so let's take a look at Vital. Just want to go over our web interface for accessing all your tapes and configuring the system, your tape libraries and so forth. So we're going to go to libraries. I actually have 2 virtual tape libraries configured here. Let's take a look at library 1, which matches over here on the left. Just kind of go over some of the basic settings, the library path for the tape library. The name can be whatever you want to call it based on maybe which partition that tape library is using. The library path points to where the backups are written and stored. In this case, we have a LaserVault server with an E volume of disk on that server. This could also instead point to network attached storage, data deduplication backup appliance such as Rubrik, Cohesity, Exagrid, whereas that could be a CIF share path to that storage and write the backups directly. We emulate LTO2 all the way to Ultram 8. None of these LTOs have a storage limit. So if your backup is 20 terabytes, it will fit on any one of these tapes, one tape. It doesn't have to span multiple tapes because there's no size limit on these. We have some caching options for saves and restore speeds. This is a pretty important feature here because this is set to 8. So say you're saving your backup to a daily tape. a single virtual tape. Well, we're actually writing the data during the backup to 8 files at the same time. And so that increases your backup speed. So it's one of the ways that we can go from, say, an LTO9 at 400 megasecond up to 850 megabytes a second on virtual tape, because we're able to write multiple files and do multi-threading. The software comes standard with compression that averages 5:1. Data deduplication is an additional license of our product, and that can increase your compression 10:1 or higher. Some production data might be around 10:1 or 12:1, whereas development, test, things like partitions for those can be as high as 40:1 compression. There's also encryption. Your key is here. That's AES 256 encryption. So the data will be written, encrypted as it's being written to disk as well. And you can do encryption with deduplication. And then it would be replicated encrypted to a DR site, cloud storage, whatever. And these settings, these media sets here for different media that you're replicating or setting retention. Some cloud storage options, Amazon S3, Azure, Wasabi for cloud storage replication. So you can set this to whichever volumes that you want to replicate based on the prefix. Your email notifications for replication jobs so that you're automatically notified when a replication job begins, when it completes normally, and any kind of message, any kind of issue with the connection to your remote site or whatever, where you would get an email notification of a lost connection between the two sites during replication, which can automatically be restarted so that it completes the replication job of all the data. So you can say all volumes, number of volumes for the most recent, and this is going to be set up as an automated process. So once the backup's complete, a copy of a copy of the virtual tape that you just saved to will be automatically replicated. Then down here, if you're not using Robot Save or BRMS, you can go ahead and set your retention on your backups based on age or number of volumes. So if you want to keep your dailies for, say, 10 days, 15 days, whatever, 30 days, and you can set those once they expire to initialize or delete. When you're running BRMS, the expired tapes will get initialized during BRMS maintenance and reused. So BRMS with media policies can automatically set your retention. And then you also have the ability to set remote retention. So if on a certain volumes you want to store either in cloud storage for a different amount of time, you can do that with remote retention. Now, we do have a screen here, option for jobs that are currently running for replication jobs, and then once they've completed, they'll change status to that. So you can go and see and get an audit of all your replication jobs for your virtual tapes. Excuse me. So this is the tape library. We have a drive here, drive 1, and then your slots. You can set the number of slots and create tapes on the configuration. So when you do a create, you can put a prefix, 1, 2, or 3 characters, create multiple tape images, initialize. Those tapes, which does basically an INZ tape. And then this virtual tape library currently has 48 slots, but you can increase the number of slots anytime that you want to add more tapes. And the limit is 16,000 slots per tape library.
Here's what I found.
And so you go ahead and create your tapes. You can protect your tapes so they cannot be initialized, overwritten, deleted. And this can be automatically set for each tape when the backup is complete from the IBM I side, where it can automatically set the protect option. And you have, if you set up an admin access to this, where they can turn on unprotect the tape, you can do that. Any other users that you don't want to have to turn off the unprotect can have a limit of that feature when they log in. So any of the features like move a tape, delete, export, protect can be set up security so that certain users may or may not have these particular features. You can also click on labels. Let me look at a tape here that's got some more data. So these are the libraries in the volume. So you can get a quick look, or you can load the tape, do a display tape. But BRMS and Robot would also show you this information. And anytime, this is a tape library, emulating a tape library. So it does automatically load a tape into the drive for a save, and also automatically loads the correct volume for a restore. So whatever object library you're restoring, it'll load that volume into the drive automatically and perform the restore. Now, in addition to setting it up as a tape library, this particular device is a single tape device. So if you're not currently using a physical tape library, you're using a tape device, then you can set this up as a tape device, and we have a way for you to automatically create and load tapes from the IBM I side, or a way for you to automatically rotate through your daily, weekly, and monthly tapes that are available for you to save to. So what's great about this is that you can go, you will have all your tapes online, and that means that anytime you do need to do a restore, the data is immediately available. The restore can be no waiting on tapes from the DR site, from the offsite storage, from the vault. You will always have your tapes available. With replication, you'll have a second copy of your tapes. Even if you were just replicating the tape, which you can do dupe tape or dupe media BRM and copy virtual to physical. That gives you 2 copies. So if you are currently backing up to physical tape, you've got 1 copy. Typically, one copy is all you have. With using virtual disk, it's really easy to do 2 copies because your backups run normally during the evening or night hours, and then replication would run right after that to automatically create your second copy of your backup for disaster recovery, whatever. Also, when you're configuring the system, you can quickly go here and look at your port information. Again, you can do 64 virtual tape devices, tape libraries per physical fiber channel connection in LaserVault. That could be 8, 16, or 32 gig fiber channel connectivity speeds. And LaserVault allows you to create the worldwide port names for those individual virtual connections on the fiber channel port. So it makes it really easy to create, the number of tape devices and tape drives that you need. Okay, so we do have in the GoToMeeting panel, or the GoToWebinar panel, some handouts, so some additional resources for you, data sheet, some technical specifications. There is a sizing questionnaire also there for us to get an idea how much data that you're backing up, how many partitions, what you're currently using for your backup. So if you do need, a LaserVault server with storage, or you want to connect to storage, that you're currently using or looking at for backups, or SAN or NAS device that you might be saving to. And even if you wanted to provide all of your own server and fiber channel connectivity, disk storage, we also just have software. So you can purchase the software license and install on your own acquired hardware for the LaserVault solution. So we also have some testimonials there, 12 reasons to go tapeless, and a quick video on LaserVault in 60 seconds. So you can see more information on laservault.com, IBM Global Solutions Directory. We'll also have a recording of this webinar that you can share with your team. And then the next step would be is if you'd like to get in more detail about your IBM I environment and how LaserVault would fit in terms of doing virtual backups. We do offer a $50 Amazon gift card if you would like to have that once the demo is complete. But this would give us a good idea of exactly what you need in terms of hardware and in terms of storage, replication options that you might take advantage of. So that would really that is really helpful in getting exactly, and asking questions that are going to see how LaserVault would fit in your IBM I backup environment. So doing a drawing for today, one of you would win a pair of these Bose Bluetooth earbuds. So we're going to do that drawing right after this webinar, and then we'll shoot an email out for the winner to notify you on the winning of those earbuds. And some other things to note too is that this solution can be in a VMware environment, but you do need to have a PCIe slot for the fiber channel HBA that does the connection to the IBM I side. So because we emulate tape, we connect fiber channel or SAS just like a physical tape device would connect. So if you're wondering about a VM solution for this, absolutely, but most servers don't have PCIe slots for the fiber channel card. So our IBM I customers look at this as their backup appliance for their AS400. They look at this as their backup appliance. So typically as a server that's either connecting to their existing storage or backup solution, or using LaserVault storage itself inside of the server to store all their backups. So I want to thank everybody for their time. If there's any questions, I'd be glad to answer in the GoToMeeting panel. There is questions that I can go ahead and answer right now if anybody has any questions. Okay. Okay. Well, thanks everybody for your time, and enjoy the rest of your day, and let us know if we can help you at all in your IBM I backups and getting away from physical tape. Thanks everybody, and have a great day.